Hey everybody, welcome back. As promised, today we're going to do GROKEN Vol.1 by Kenneth Rocaford. And Kenneth Rocaford did the whole thing. He colored it, he drew it, he did the whole shebang. I mean, you can see it here. Written, drawn, colored, lettered, edited, and created. So awesome. Now, I didn't read his Superman run or, because I wasn't interested at that time at all at, DC Comics. And I think this is probably, I'm sure that this is his best work because his art, Ken Rocaford, lends so well for this genre because this is a book about magic and science. And I also love really the cover. There's multiple covers, but I chose this one. And it seems that he is just diving or jumping towards this amulet, whatever it is. So what is this all about? Well, that's a little bit hard to say. Let's say it's, I'm going to show you. Why not? So we begin here with this man here. It's called Salvatore the Conqueror. And Salvatore is making a legend out of himself, and his legend is spreading. And they also erect a statue of him because he's a dragon slayer or a monster slayer. And also the women and people love him. This is the second time that I read the book. And at this, at some point I just look more like the nitty, well, not the nitty, but the smaller details. And I saw then this. So when I closed the book, I saw this. Maybe it's not just a coincidence, but maybe this is significant to the story. I don't know. And then we go here. Now you can see that Kenneth Rocaford, his art is incredibly detailed. It's in fact amazing. And what you see here is what you see through the whole book. And there's now also a campaign, well, maybe a mailing list for GROKEN 2. So I'm going to leave the link in the description for that. So if you are interested in this book, you can sign up for GROKEN 2, and I'm pretty sure GROKEN 1 will be offered as well. So yeah, check that out if you are interested after this video. By the way, before I go in, this book contains a lot of spoilers. So if you haven't read GROKEN yet, or you don't want to know about the story, please do not watch this video. Although, please watch this video because, well, it helps me. But if not, just don't do it and wait for GROKEN 2 campaign so that you can get GROKEN 1 as well. Anyway, so let's move on. So this is this is a prison, by the way, and it has a name. It's called Citadel of I forget about that. And it contains one man, as far as I know. And this is the man who is written or, carving stuff on the walls. And his name is Enzo. And Enzo is imprisoned and he hears the sound of keys. So there is someone coming. And who is coming? It's a guard. And so this is the guard, and the guard is pretty friendly with Enzo. Maybe he's there, I don't know, coming there for years, and they, since there is no one else, they became friendly with him. I'm not sure, but he is not really hostile, although he is his keeper, his jailer. Well, not the jailer, but he just does his work. And the jailer says something about that there are no rules and that the administration changes things. And he says, Enzo says, Paulino, that's his name, I am curious. Please tell me I'm wrong. You are carrying fewer keys today, right? And Paulino says, you are right, old man. There is no longer a key for this door. They don't have the intention of ever opening it again. Sorry for this daunting news. But the old man is not really, concerned. He is just being himself, and they are making jokes. And we see this woman here carrying food. And he says, hey, old man, you have a kind of a big reputation around here. As you can see, I have to wear full security armor every time I'm down here as a precaution. And Enzo says, well, at least you're allowed to keep your helmet. Hey, it's my hair. Oh. So I'm not sure what Enzo has done, but it seems that he is pretty important or not, or pretty dangerous, because it seems that they are gonna, barren up this. What? No, that's not really true. They are, how do you say, sealing this door so he never comes out, but also sealing his fate, because if they are sealed the door so he cannot get food and drinks and stay alive. So I'm not sure why whoever is in charge keeping him a prisoner doesn't kill him. Just get it over it. Just hang him or chop his head off or whatever, throw him through the wolves if there are wolves in this universe. But then Enzo says, hey, I'm going to tell you a tale. And he talks about dragons. And there was a time when dragons was important. But then there was also scientists that captures those dragons and experimenting on them. And it seems that I think the horns of the dragons is, maybe the source of their power, because we are seeing here them cutting them off. And then they say the era of macabre science was born. It spread like a plague, corrupting and corroding everything in its path, new threats and huge aberrations that scatter the terror. And then we also see our main hero, Groken. I believe that I'm not saying anything. Let's talk about it a little bit later. So we move to somewhere else. We move to another citadel, and it's called the Citadel of Science by Madame Maglavera. And we see here that these creatures, or scientists, if you will, experimenting on some kind of a creature that we don't see. And then this creature says something about F3.10, and then it explodes, and it bursts open, and it's dead. But then we also see Groken. He is, seeing what's happening in the experimentation room. So it seems that Groken has been escaping, probably try to escape. So the alarms goes off, and then we see Madame what's her name? Macquavella. And what I see directly is that she has, something as a headgear that reminds me of this. So does that mean she has maybe a relic of dragon horns on her head? So moving on. So our hero Groken comes to some kind of a, vault or chamber with goodies, or that they are storing there. And he's looking for this medallion that he's trying to get here as well. So, and then he says, the narrative says, so many years of looking for it and I almost lost it. What did you do? What do those guys do to me? I feel poisoned. I have to keep burning all of these impurities inside me. Groken is a very unique looking character. I mean, look at this. This looks stunning. So it seems that he has the ability to expel certain things that has been injected in his body, and that, smoke coming out of his back. But not only that, let me see if I can. Oh yeah, do you see this? He's coughing blood, but then I thought to myself, where's the mouth coming from? Where does he cough blood? Well, we're gonna see that later, because he doesn't have a mouth. So he figured out that he has to escape, and then use that medallion to, does some encrypting, and then he used that encryption to maybe weave a spell or something, or it activates so he can escape. So Madame Macquavelle sends this, I'm not sure, monster, bounty hunter, warrior after him. And then we go to this elf, and I cannot praise the art enough. It looks so freaking good. Like I said, Kenneth Rocaford, his art when it comes to fantasy genre knocks it out of the park. It feels very well. It has American, well, American. That's the wrong word, but it has a very European style, but also more like the Western kind of style. And what I mean with that, because European fantasy comics feel similar when it comes to looks, but it reads different. It's more story, more fleshed out characters, more exposition, more different kind of narrative building. It's completely different. But when I look at this and I think, oh yeah, man, this is European, although it's not European. Can you follow me still? I'm not going to follow it. Yeah, if you have experience with European comics, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's just different. But I like what he's doing here, and I hope that Kenneth Rocaford continues doing this for a very, very, very long time. Because I'm going to tell you at the end what I like, what I think about it. Well, you can tell about how I react to this comic right now. Anyway, so Groken comes, jumps out. And this is a well, by the way, and as you can see here, the well is exploding, and I love all these weird colors. And Ken Rocaford does this, those clouds and fluids and other things very, 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 very well. Looks very stylistic. So, and I mean, look at this. It says it all. And Groken is very surprised. He says, "No way!" And then I believe our elf buddy jumps off this cliff or whatever it is, and he just flies away on this hoverboard with a lance on it. Just looks just so cool. So Groken is going to confront the monster, and just look at it. Just look at it. And this monster says, "I will bring destruction behind your steps. Don't be selfish and surrender. There's no way you can hide from me. I am Gunda, the one who track you down and capture you." Then something fun is happening. I mean, I was surprised by that, because when I first thought, this more purely fantasy with a little bit sci-fi elements, but there's more sci-fi elements than I thought. And with sci-fi, I mean technology, because Groken pulls out a sword and then he injects some capsule into that sword, and you see the color changed of X sword. And then it looks like this. It's just freaking awesome. So instead of, using magic spells, it uses science to upgrade or does something with the sword, makes it more dangerous. Looks fantastic. Oh yeah, speaking of the coughing blood thing out of the mouth, now look at his chest and this, I believe those are teeth. I'm very curious what Groken really is as a character. I mean, is this a how do you say, an armor, or is this flesh, or maybe a mix? And if I'm correct, and I look at his horns, I think he is also part dragon. Just thinking, I mean, dragon is a theme here, right? So, and yeah, I don't know. It's just I believe he has a connection with dragons, but I'm not sure because the story doesn't tell me yet. So we see this old woman. Said, "Is that Groken? Is that you?" And so we're getting introduced to a lot of new people, and then we go to, I don't know, hell, the subterranean city of Mortapolis, and then somebody's coming out of the ooze. The remains of a fallen knight emerge. His call for a new task, and then this creature resurrects him. Well, not resurrects him, but uses the power of regeneration to make him whole. Looks fantastic. What his motivations are, I don't know, but he seems a very powerful evil figure. What I like about this comic is also the dialogue is more malevolent when it comes to the evil guys. They talk in a very fantasy-like way. but there's also lighthearted stuff and fun stuff at the same time. Not with the bad guys, but more with the good guys. But even with the bad guys, let's say there is some kind of I believe a messenger or a bounty hunter just teleporting in, and she has a message, but she is also belittling the evil guy, which I find surprising. And he says, "Tell me what you have to know, or what you know." So this woman here, who was also at the presence of a lady, yeah, that one, she says, "Bad news. We arrived too late to recover it, and I can't deal with Madame Machiavello anymore. Luna, you are dismissed." And then, okay, see you next mission, Tato. Bye-bye. And so Tato, the dog, stays here for whatever reason. And now look at this. Look at this. Just look at it. I cannot stress this enough, how good it looks. It tickles all my boxes. And this creature looks like a centipede, a worm. It's just great stuff. And she's getting booted out of the realm, as you can see here. So the ground is open up and she's running away. Then some little bit of fun stuff happens here. So this boy comes into, a tavern, and he says, he's recalling the names. He says, "Hey, why don't you go out? You're a bunch of losers always arguing and fighting. Why don't you go out and show how heroic you are?" And then all these so-called quote-unquote heroes says, "Well, it's a one-on-one fight, and no one owes me any money, and he said, I haven't spilled my drink yet. And this one says, I don't see any of you beautiful maidens in danger, crying for help. So there's a bunch of cowards, and they are doing nothing. Well, Groken fights for his life. But then the old woman that's just in the crowd says, let me through. And then she is jumping, very high as here. And she has some kind of a spear, flies over there. And while Groken just cuts off the arm of the big creature, and then it reveals that the old woman is not old at all. And just standing still for a couple of seconds to, suck it all in, what's happening here, because there's so many detailing here. So she's actually a beautiful young woman that knows Groken, but Groken doesn't remember her, and we see here the severed hand, and he's screaming, and then she says, I'm here to help you. And Groken says, well, thanks, but I don't need any backup. I need you to back off. It's all under control. I don't want to put anyone in danger. And he's getting punched by the other hand in the face, and he's being knocked out. Meanwhile, we see the full, the transformation, I wouldn't say, but the reveal of whoever this is. And Jesus, man, you can hang this on a wall, man. It's so beautiful. Kenneth Rocaford, dude, if you are watching this video, probably not, but I'm becoming an instant fan of your work, man. Just so gorgeous. It's so cool to look at. All these pouches and these things going on, and just, great stuff. Great stuff. And she says, Groken, you don't remember me, do you? Unfortunately not. Shame on me. And then Groken, falls into unconscious, is unconscious. The lights goes out. And then we have some kind of a dream sequence, and then we see some narrative. Welcome to Oblivion, Groken. This is just a path. Do not resist. Let yourself go. And then we see a dragon. So I think I'm right that he has a connection. Maybe he's part dragon, or maybe son of a dragon, or he's maybe transformed into a dragon. That would be cool, that he was just maybe was former a man, and I don't know, maybe science turned him into a dragon. Maybe he was a prince. Maybe he was a nobody at all. And I like to speculate, because I want to know so much, although they don't. Kenneth Rocaford does just sprinkle some bits and pieces about the story, but he doesn't tell you much. At least very open to suggestion and interpretation. I like that. Well, in this case, I like that. I don't like it always, but in this case, yeah, this works for me. So, going back to the prison. So I don't want to show you everything, because, there's stuff going on here. So the master is contacting Madame, and she says, well, the target is out, and Madame, or the command center, says, well, retrieve the body. But then the spear woman says, not going to happen. So we go back to Enzo and the jailer, and she says, well, basically he says that food is coming, and they make jokes, and he says, now I've seen everything. Now your eyes shine for Haifa. That's her name. I mean, the bats are eating the flies that she has in her hair. You mean she is a complete ecosystem? Yes, that thing. And he also says then that it's as good as I imagined my last meal would be. And then he said, don't say that, old man. I know what I'm saying. So I love the fact that these, although they have to jail him, they like this old man, have a soft spot for him, maybe feel sorry for him. The last thing we're going to see, so okay, spoilers, well, not really big spoilers, because I basically showed you a lot. So the Inquisitor comes to, I don't know, interrogate Enzo for, information about that. And that leaves it open to the next book. And we also see as the very, very last page, well, not very last page. Oh, now look at this. Look at this, guys, look at this. Pause the video and look at this. It's stunning. We see all these people that is in the book. So even at, well, not alphabetical order, but in the order that where the book was begun. Some names I don't know, but I do know. I knew that this spearwoman is called Stella Gryphon. I also know that his name is Inquisitor. Even the elf boy guy, it's called Gennaro. We have Lunadark, and we have a bunch of other people. Guys, this is some great stuff. I really liked it. Like I said, there is not much. Well, there's a lot of story in here, but it's more like, where does it go? What is the leading line here? I mean, it has to do with dragons. Groken is obviously a big part of it, but what does Madam? I need to know. I need to know her name. Come on, give me. Madame Machiavella. Is that how you say it? Machiavella? Madame Machiavella. How does she get to Groken? What is her plan? What is the deal with Enzo? And what does the Inquisitor wants to have from Enzo? How does this came to be? This candle of misery that's of a prison. A lot of questions. And who is the beautiful woman, that pops out of nowhere and looks incredibly stunning? And I want her as my girlfriend forever. Yes. Guys, yeah, this is my review of Groken. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, even so for the second time. There's so much in here. I cannot, you have to see it for yourself. So yeah, that brings me to the end of the video. So if you have this comic and you read this comic, just leave a link. Well, don't leave a link. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Give me a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, maybe you want to do it because I'm, uploading stuff every day. So guys, have a great day. I see you next time in the next video. Bye-bye.